Stephanie was just going to go through a couple things you might see in that, and we'll let it come out for you all to read it later to see what happens to your characters and whatnot. But Steph, you want to go through a couple characters right now?
Yeah, so I chose 3 to go over, and this is not the complete thing. So there are a lot of balance changes, but they are somewhat small. We took a lot of look at like frames, a lot of damage changes, but we did not want to change like everything about the game. Like it's not like a massive reworking. We're pretty happy with the meta and balance of the game right now, but we did want to look at some of the minutia. So I picked 3 examples of characters that are getting some pretty cool buffs. First is Raiden. So his back 1-2 is like his main footsie tool. That's the main min-range move you want to do, and it's now a little bit safer. And the cool thing is the throw at the end, back 1-2, 1+3, is now an actual throw. So if the opponent tries to like jab him out of it, he'll actually interrupt and then grab them and get a little bit of damage. So they could, if they read that, they can punish it. But if they're reading that and trying to duck it, then they're not doing the full punish that they normally would. So it makes his neutral game a little bit safer and a little bit more of a guessing game to use, which is cool. We also looked at the crushing blow requirement for his electric fly, the torpedo. It is the same, but the requirement has been pushed a little bit closer. So he doesn't. It's to do the Superman from like full screen. It's now a little bit closer, so it's a little bit better with punishing. And then another thing we looked at is his Storm Cell, which is like his main pop-up. You can now not break away till the last hit. So before, you could break away during even the first hit of it, and then Raiden would be left open for like eternity. Like he could go consult the Elder Gods, come back, and still get punished. So now they're going to have to only break away at the very end, making it a little bit harder to deal with. And there's like 5 other changes, but those are kind of fun ones to preview. We'll also talk about Scarlet. With her 4-4 used to be high, and it's now high-mid. So that is this really good advancing string that's like advantage on block, but it was super punishable because it was too high. So now the last hit is a mid. So if the opponent is sitting there ducking and the second hit would have previously whiffed, it's now going to be blocked and she'll be left at advantage. Another thing with Scarlet is her blood port is a little bit faster. That's her teleport. It's like 4 frames faster, I think. So it's not like instantaneous, but it should be a little bit better for mobility. And then lastly with her, I'm excited about this one because I love the move. Her back 2 now has significantly more advantage on hit. I think it's like 10. So that means when the move connects, she has a lot more time to like, she can go for another one because that's the crushing blow, or she can do, a throw or whatever media she wants, and she'll have a lot more time to get out her attack before the opponent can do like a wake up. And then like Raiden, she has a couple others, like her back 1-2 has some frame data changes and stuff like that. And then lastly, a lot of people have wondered about Shao Kahn. So last week I mentioned that his 4-3-4 is now special cancelable. And that also has a change like Raiden, where the throw is now a true throw. So the same applies to there. But another move we looked at is his back 3. And it's changed across the board. It's faster, it does more damage, and it has an all-new hit reaction. It now just sets up combos easily. Like I don't play Shao Kahn, and I can just easily train him to do a big combo. Like he can just walk up and do his back 1 or whatever. So it's still an unsafe mid, but it's a little bit faster, and it's much better for doing combos. And then lastly, most characters only have 1 armor breaking move. He actually has 3. So we already talked about his downward shoulder charge, but both of his anti-air moves, his anti-air grab and his anti-air spear, also break armor. So he's like the armor breaking master, which makes sense since he's like
it's a boss character.
Right, yeah. So he has a lot of options if you're trying to break away from him, which is pretty cool.
Well, that's great. We will have the patch notes out soon. There's no ETA on that, but keep following us on Twitter, and when they show up,